Hey guys, it's JQ Crafty. Welcome to my channel today for 30 Days of Sketches with Cristy from Cristy's Beautiful Life 8 and Scraptember. We are on day 12 today. The lovely sketch you saw, relatively simple, right? The prompt for today is Cutfile. I liked the heart idea for the sketch, but I wasn't so keen on doing the big heart but this kind of is similar. So this is from Creative Cuts Club, February 2020. I don't remember who the creator of this cut file is. If you really want to know, ask below and I will look it up. But I figured it would work out well to fill this one, and I might ink blend was a thought, the colors, or I'll just do a fun background. Haven't decided quite yet what I'm going to use, but I do know I want to do these two photos of my niece with this giant chocolate box. My sister took me to Russell Stover's. There's a Russell Stover's not too far from us for my birthday, and it was after my birthday, closer to Valentine's Day, and so they had tons of good stuff out, and so we sent this picture actually to my husband and said, will you be her Valentine? So I figured those two photos would work perfect. I think I'm going to play with my How to Kill a Kit with style this month, which is a mishmash of all this stuff I want to get used up. So I'm not quite sure what we'll use, but there's a lot of good stuff in here. And so it's kind of like whatever I can use of this, the better. So this is what we're going to play with. So I guess enough talking. Let's get started. So off camera, I went ahead and fussy cut those florals out of a paper I had in my How to Kill a Kit mashup stuff from Simple Vintage Garden Summer. One of the Simple Stories collections from this year. I can't remember. Simple Vintage something. Spring something, I think. There were some butterflies. And then I backed the cut file, just parts of it, with a scrap from a Dear Lizzie kit from like 2014 or 20... Yeah, an old scrap room kit I had that I've been playing with for my Product Focus Friday. And that's what I've done so far. So now I'm going to trim down my photos. I just want to focus on the little girl holding the giant box of chocolates and kind of zoom in on her. So I'm layering them or matting them on. It's on the like rest of the paper that those butterflies were on. It's like a creamy something or other. So I'm matting them on there. And so this is an instance where I do kind of combine the creams and the whites, but they're in small amounts that you really can't, I don't think you can tell, and it's not bothering me. So I'm going to mat them, and then I'm going to start finding some pieces of paper for the layering. So at this point, I'm not sure, do I want to layer big chunks of paper underneath and put the cut file on top? Do I want to layer them just behind my photo and tuck the cut file behind? I really don't want to know what I want to do. My photos are a little bit bigger than maybe in my brain the way it was going to look. So yeah, it turns out to me looking nothing like the sketch, but just kind of inspired by the sketch. So yeah. So I decide to I grab that blue paper, which is a Vicky Bouton paper, this pink paper, which is an old photoplay paper, and then I grab a little chunk of another Dear Lizzie paper, and I cut out the border on it, that has a little pop of yellow and the blue, and then I'm like, I'm going to use this pink, but I'm like, I need a background paper, because I can't decide if I want to layer on top of the cut file or under the cut file. So I go ahead and grab some of these these wood grain papers that are from Simple Stories. They're color, what is it called? Color Stories? No, I don't remember now. But they have just wood grain. And I grab those, just got some from Paper Issues, and I'm already digging into them. And I decide I like it best to just layer behind the photo. And so I will be covering up some of the cut file that I backed, but I'm not too worried about it. There's still going to be parts of it peeking out. It's just kind of, I wasted some paper backing it, but the little amount that I backed, the one heart that you can't even see, I would have thrown that away anyway. It's just like a 1x1 square, so it would have been tossed. And I wouldn't have had to back the entire middle heart, but it works out. I like the idea that the heart is on an angle, so I'm going to play with that. I'm going to, tuck this little yellow piece, just give another. So I'm using the layers that I see in the sketch. They're inspiring me for layers behind my photos. And so I'm doing that, and then now I'm playing with these butterflies. They're not on the sketch at all. I've got the big heart, I've got a cut file, which was the prompt, and I've got the layers. So to me, everything's checked off. So now I just get to play. So I'm going to adhere the cut file down, and then I'm going to go ahead and take a bunch of shimmers and do some splattering. So I got recently, and if anybody wants to see a haul, I will gladly show you, even though I've used some of the stuff already. But I got recently the shimmers color kits for September and August. So I have all the little pots of paint that come with that. So I'm going to go ahead and use Dandelion is the yellow I use. Rose by any other name is a light pink. I do have a cotton candy spritz. I'm going to also use that. Witch's Brew, I believe, is a deep, deep blue. And then Pistachio, which is like a greenish color. Those are the colors I'm going to use. And they're all little pots where you have to add water to them. Except for the cotton candy spritz, which is the first one I'm using. So I go ahead and I just decide to splatter the heck out of it. And all those colors kind of go with that floral print that's in the pattern that I backed parts of the cut file with. And I like the way that turned out. And it kind of stands out. What I like about shimmers too is because they're so concentrated, they stand out on pattern papers and like black cardstock. Dark cardstocks. You might not see the color as vibrant, but they shimmer and they're there. Like you can see the yellow. It is more of an orangey yellow, but you can see it really, really well on that wood grain actually. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I got interrupted like a million times. My son was playing a game and he needed help. So I got interrupted, I think 4 or 5 times while I was just trying, which worked out well because then my layers, the colors kind of dried in between. So I'm just splattering all those different colors. And I have these puffy heart stickers that are left over from a Vicky Bouton like thicker set. I've been having them sitting on my desk forever, and I'm finally going to use them, gonna get them used on this layout, which I'm so excited about because I brought them out to use them on a few layouts now, and I keep forgetting to grab them. So I made sure to put them on. There's like 3 hearts, 1 pink and like 2 turquoise ones. So it's like, I need to get them used. So now I have that all done. It's all dry. I popped the photos up and they're like cluster of layers on foam. I added this Joy from this Simple Vintage. Is it Simple Vintage Garden? I should probably look this up for you. You probably all know what it is, and I'm just Simple Vintage Cottage Fields. That's where the butterflies came from. And these stickers. So I got the Joy and some of the little banner stickers I'm using just to put around. I put one under the turquoise butterfly down on the bottom. This is Little Things, as well as a dots from Shimmers that says XOXO. And then the left pink butterfly gets a Dream Big ticket. And then I use the pure one and tuck the rest of it behind the Joy. But so my title says Pure Joy. So yeah. That is what I think I use a little ticket. That's pretty much it. I figured the background with the cut file and all the colors is good enough. I'm going to journal right below that other in that corner. And there is my layout. Thank you guys, everybody, for checking me out and subscribing. And if you haven't already, it's so easy, so free. I really appreciate all of you. So here's some close-ups. Check out everybody else who played along today. Everybody else's videos are probably up by now. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.